They are winter afternoons when the pale light falls like a quiet reminder that time is closing a circle, not hurriedly, but gently, like a hand resting on one's shoulder. In a small room in Pennsylvania in 2018, with snow blanketing the world beyond the window, an ancient soul crossed the silence, light as a memory returning precisely when it is needed. He came to a man who had spent his entire life sowing simple seeds in the heart of humanity, not to speak final words, nor to offer comfort, but to witness how a life arrives at its own completeness. On that winter afternoon, Socrates came to meet John C. Bogle again. Outside, winter covered the world in white snow. John C. Bogle, frail now, sat on his familiar wooden chair. Dim light fell across a face lined with age, yet gentle. By the window stood a figure in an ancient cloak, Socrates, wearing a smile that seemed never to have left this world.
You have sown the seeds, John, and the world has grown full of forests. But when you look at those forests, are you satisfied?
Bogle smiles faintly, as if he had anticipated the question.
Shouldn't I be, sir? ETFs have helped millions invest at low cost and freed them from chasing greedy brokers. Yet sometimes I see ETFs turned into games. People buy not because they understand, but because they fear missing out. A philosophy, once it leaves the hands of its founder, will be tested by the world. So it was with my own philosophy, distorted across centuries. What matters is not that it is misunderstood, but whether anyone still dares to live by its original spirit. That original spirit was faith in real value and in time. Passive investing is not abandonment, but trust that the nature of the market, like human nature, has its own way of returning to balance. And yet now people want to be rich in a single day because they forget that time is the fairest teacher of all. No one is deceived by time, only their own greed. You taught them how to sow, but no one wishes to wait for the harvest.
Bogle looks out the window, his gaze growing pensive.
I spent my entire life telling them, don't try to beat the market, make friends with it. But it seems that more people join, the fewer friends the market has. Because human nature does not change, John. We may invent new tools, but at heart it is still a battle between reason and instinct. You gave the world a mirror. Those who use it to examine themselves will grow wiser. Those who use it to dress up their greed will fall once again.
A long silence. Only the wind howled outside.
Do you think, after I am gone, anyone will still preserve that spirit of simplicity? They will, John. Every time a young person asks, do I truly need to run faster than everyone else? You live again in their mind.
Bogle nodded softly, his eyes glistening.
You know, Socrates, when I read your words about knowledge, I know that I know nothing. I understood. Investing is the same. No one knows the future, but the wisest person is the one who knows that he does not know, and therefore acts with humility. And that humility has made you greater than any prophet.
The room brightened with a soft glow. Socrates stepped back toward the door, dissolving into the falling snow.
Thank you for coming back. I think this time I am truly ready to leave. No, John, you are not leaving. you're simply moving elsewhere, to a place where time continues to invest in the souls of those who believe.
When John C. Bogle passed away in 2019, millions of investors around the world bid him farewell with a single image, a steadily rising curve over time, the symbol of faith in steadfastness and simplicity. In a world of constant turbulence, he left behind a reminder: the market is a machine that transfers money from the impatient to the patient. And in the philosophy of Socrates, perhaps he found this truth: the wise are not those who know many things, but those who know what is worth waiting for.